What's going on, guys? Today I had taken out my AR-15 and I wanted to do a little cleaning video and kind of demonstrate on how to take it apart. Alright, let's go check it out. Okay, so this is the Defense DDM4v7. This is a California compliant rifle. Cannot move the buttstock. It has a thin grip on it. There's no other features. This is featureless, so I'm allowed to use detachable magazines. I don't have to break it open like so. This was, when I purchased it, it was a featured rifle. It had a front foregrip on it, so I just converted it over because I don't like having to open this every time, you know, and you can only run 10 round magazines in this. Alright, so first things first, you always want to check it's loaded, which it is not. So first step, if you don't, you obviously probably might not have this released. You'll probably have a pin that's going to be located right in here. You'll just pull that pin and that'll allow you to separate the upper and the lower like that. So once you get it to that portion, you're just going to pull on your charging handle and that's going to remove this whole section here. And your bolt, and they all come out in one. It's going to have your charging handle separate from your bolt. And so now you're at the point where you can set this down. Alright, so this is basically how it's going to be laying when you're cleaning it. So you got pieces, don't lose them. You're going to need a smaller size patch specifically for this because this is a very thin barrel. Not thin barrel, but the diameter inside of the barrel is very small, so you can't use like a standard patch, like a larger patch. It won't fit. It'll get balled up in there. And you're going to need a smaller diameter cleaning rod, because if you have a larger one, it won't fit. Like I have a one for 30 calibers and it won't fit, and you're gonna need a jag that is for 22, and then you're gonna need a 22 brush, and some other things. I always use this copper cleaner just because I find that it gets rid of the carbons as well, and I'm usually just trying to get the copper out of the barrel is what I'm trying to get rid of. So you're going to take your patch and then you're going to fold it in half and get it on your jag. And then I always use a little syringe to get my cleaner out because I don't want to contaminate the whole thing. And then you're just going to take it back and just coating it with that cleaner. And if you notice, it'll turn kind of green, and that's letting you know that you're getting rid of the copper. And then you're going to pop that. The jack off. Then attach your brush. You're going to go one continuous stroke all the way out and then back. You never want to stop midway and try to reverse it in any way, damage your barrel. And it's not really recommended to put this in from, you know, your muzzle in. You can damage a lot of things doing it that way, so it's always preferred to go in the direction of the bullet. So I'm going to run this through probably 10 times. So then we're going to pull this off, put your jag back on. Get another patch, fold it in half, get a little more, just a little bit. I like to get a decent amount inside the barrel for that cleaning, the cleaning agents, to get rid of all the copper. This is more to coat the whole barrel with all that cleaning agent. So I mean, you can see it's pretty dirty. So then I'm going to probably go through as many patches as it needs in order to, when my passes that I go through, I like to just, so I mean, a lot of people, they'll use one patch and run it through once and then they throw it out. You know, I think it's kind of wasteful. You can see it's still pretty white, so I try to get it as dirty as I'm going to get it, and then I'll change the patch, and then I'll I'll probably run it through 10 times. So then I'll go through that process until it comes out pretty clean. So my last patch was pretty clean. I'm going to go back and put my brush back on. And I'm going to run it through another probably 5 times. And then I'll do one more patch covered in the cleaner. And then, so I'll put some more cleaner on one patch, run that through, get it really coated really well, and then I'm going to run dry patches through until it shows up fairly clean. So for my final pass, I'll like double 2 of them up. It just gives you a better coverage inside the barrel. It goes to the barrel a little tighter. So as you can see, I mean, it's pretty clean. All right, so when you're at the end, you're gonna get some gun lubricating oil, and you're gonna put a little bit on a patch, and then you're gonna run that through, and that's gonna recoat the whole inside of the barrel, protect it from rust and corrosion. You don't need a lot, you just need to get it in there and get a good decent coating on it. So you can take a rag and kind of try to get inside in any of these areas and get any carbon out of in here in any of these areas. So you can take your charging handle and clean that off too, get any little crud off of it. bolt. So I just take this little fine one and give a little coating on the charging handle on either side, just where the friction is going to be. And then you're going to take the charging handle, put it back in place. And I like to coat this too in any of the areas where, you know, it's going to have metal to metal contact. You don't need to go crazy with it. Just give it a little coating. So then you're going to make sure this is pulled all the way forward. And it's going to go back in like so. Alright, so we have it separated. All you're going to do now is just reconnect it. And then you're going to run it nice and smooth. And then if you want, you're going to get a little rag, and then I just like to spread a little oil and then just wipe down all the metal components. Just, you know, helps any rust or anything. You don't need an excessive amount, but helps. There you go. So there you have it. That is how you clean an AR-15. If you like the content, go ahead and hit that subscribe button.